This is Attorney Mike Revlin coming to you from Chicago as usual. Today I've got a fun one. It was sent to me by Joanne Zindel on Twitter. Thank you very much. She claims I've covered this subset before. I don't recognize them. I might have done too many subset videos. I'll see if it rings any bells as I peruse it this time. But it's a subset going into court with the usual results. And as always, it's fun. Let's do it.
Oh, okay.
Did insurance take care of everything, Mr. Jones?
Honestly, I have no clue.
Did you turn it in?
It was in a work truck, so
Here's what I'll let you do if you want to. I'll let you have a basic rules, no points. Won't go on your record, just pay the fine and go home. Would you like to do that?
I've actually got a couple points of clarification for the judge.
Oh
You can have
boy.
a trial for those. It's like a jury trial or bench trial.
I have every intention on pleading guilty today. It's just I've got a couple points of clarification for the judge.
Well, here's my deal. Oh, you can do that. All right, you go over and plead guilty to the basic rules over in courtroom 3.
All right.
Fine. You want to vote?
Grab a pen, take it with you.
I've got a couple unsigned pleas of guilty right here.
Okay, but they're gonna require that from you.
Okay, I don't see him. He might be the same guy from Sovereign Citizens in Court number 19, which was a good video, but I can't see his face, so I can't verify.
So go ahead and take it. You need to take it, read it, go to policy, okay?
I'm really going more by the tactic, and I've heard it before, but this guy was very adamant in the same way that I just can't wait to plead guilty, but I need some clarification first. That was his whole shtick, and here we are again.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, right out here.
I see that, and I'm back up.
Yeah.
David Jones. Mr. Jones, how are you?
I'm well. How are you?
Good, thank you. I don't think so. Do you have a waiver of rights form?
Yeah, they gave me one over there. I've also got a couple unsigned pleas of guilty with me too.
So why don't we do this? Why don't you take the waiver and a pen? Read it and sign it unless you've already done so.
Oh, I have every intention on pleading guilty today. I just have a couple clarifications I need cleared up.
So one moment. Everybody has to have a waiver of rights form. Todos tienen que tener una hoja de renuncia de derechos. ¿Sí los tienen? Everybody has to have one. Yes? If you don't have one, my clerk has it. But don't come up here without reading it and signing. Okay. All right. Go ahead, sir. I'm all ears.
Okay. Do I have the right to a fair and meaningful hearing here today?
So, sir, today is your arraignment, and you have been charged with the offense of following too closely. That's it. It's my understanding you spoke to the prosecutor, and the prosecutor has agreed to reduce your charge to a basic rules violation for a fine. Are you willing to accept that today or not?
Like I just said, I have every intention on doing that. I just had a couple clarifications. The first one being, do I have the right to a fair and meaningful hearing here today?
Of course. I mean, this is a court of law. Of course, I have to treat everybody equally. But the question to you is, if you're not going to take a plea, then I have to reset you to another date if you want to try. So those are your two options.
Well, like I just said, I have every intention on pleading guilty.
Okay.
So that was a yes. I do have the right to a fair and meaningful hearing here today.
Of course, everybody does.
All right. Do I have the right to be informed of the cause and nature of the charges and proceedings against me?
I'm sorry?
Do I have the right to be informed of the cause and nature of the charges
I
and
just did that, sir. It's an arraignment.
So, just telling me what the charges are and what the prosecutor wants to make a deal with me, that's informing me of the cause and nature?
Yeah, it is. I'm sure you got a ticket. I'm sure it's been explained to you, and then a plea offer was made.
I still have a couple more clarifications.
Okay, why don't you sit down, sir, have a seat, and then I'll take you up in just a few moments, okay?
Ma'am, you just said that I had a right to a fair and meaningful hearing. How is this meaningful if you're telling me to sit back down?
I need you to sit back down, sir, please, and I'll be with you in just a few seconds.
Oh, it's meaningful. It's just not convenient, and that's on purpose. And there's nothing wrong with it. But by the way, this I just got the link that was sent to me on Twitter, and it seems to be a very small channel. That might be this guy's channel. I don't know, but it seems to be pro soft sit. That's the tenor of it.
All right, finally, Mr. Jones, come on up.
So you start asking dumb questions, obviously not trying to progress anywhere, and all you do is get told to take a seat and eat 30 minutes. Then we're back to the same place. You haven't progressed anywhere.
All right, sir. Now let's see. You do have your waiver of rights form. If I may please take that from you. All right, and you've read and signed it.
No, ma'am, I'm not.
Okay, so I'm not going to have any further conversations with you unless you tell me, yes, I'm going to go ahead and resolve my case today, or no, I'm going to go ahead and take my case to trial. Sir, I let you sit in the back of the courtroom so that you could understand that I treat everybody fairly and with respect. I do not have to answer any questions from you, and you do not have to make an inquiry as to how do I do my job. So, sir, I'm going to ask you one last time. Are we going to resolve your case, or are we going to have a trial?
Ma'am, earlier you admitted that I had the right to a fair and meaningful hearing and that I had the right to be informed of the cause and nature of the charges and proceedings against me. I'm not yet fully informed.
I did that, sir. I had your arraignment. I said, sir, you're charged with the following too closely. You and the prosecutor have talked. He's agreed to amend that charge to a basic rules violation with a $215 fine. I have no further duties to you other than to tell you what you're charged with, sir. At this point, I'm going to ask you one last time. Sir, am I taking a plea or are we having a trial?
I still have some clarifications.
I do not have to answer any of your questions, nor do you have to make a query on how I do my job. So, sir, one last time. Am I taking a plea or do you want a trial?
Objection, point of clarification.
I'm going to sit in your case for a trial.
Hallway for 1 second, Your Honor.
Pardon?
Can I speak with him in the hallway
Of
for 1
course,
second?
go ahead. Mr. Henry is an attorney and he's very well learned.
It sounds like the prosecutor knocked down the basic rules. Like that's completely not important. No points or anything like that. You take the case to trial. Prosecutor.
I told them I had every intention on putting guilty here today, paying my fine.
This poor attorney is taking his time out and really trying to be nice and explain this to him. Of course, the guy has no interest. He doesn't want it explained. He wants attention. Oh, and the judge also fibbed a little, which is fine. She said, I sat you in the back so you could learn. No, she didn't. She sat him in the back so that all the other people who weren't being jerks didn't have to wait through his nonsense. And it was the right call.
I'm living with my freedoms. I had a couple points of clarification that she agreed to clarify for me, and now she's going back on it.
What it is as a judge, she's kind of like referee in court. So like,
impartial.
But I can clarify the things for you.
I don't
just
think,
by virtue.
Are you the prosecutor?
No, I'm a defense attorney. Like,
I have no use for a defense attorney.
But a prosecutor isn't permitted to give legal advice to a defendant. A judge isn't supposed to.
I'm not seeking legal advice.
Okay, all right, I was just trying to.
Are you here for probation revocation?
Ma'am?
Are you here for probation?
No, I'm here at court date.
Have you been over to courtroom 1?
Yes, ma'am. Courtroom 1, courtroom
Sent
2.
you over here.
And then they sent me here.
Have a seat, sir, and then we'll go ahead and find your paperwork. Sorry for the delay.
No problem, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
All right, Mr. Jones. You've gotten the opportunity to speak to Mr. Henry. Mr. Henry is a criminal defense attorney and known him for many years. I admire him as an attorney. After talking to him, do you have any further clarification? Can we move on with these proceedings or no?
I do have further clarifications. It's just a couple. It should only take 2 or 3 minutes, and then I sign the paper and then pay my fine and leave my freedoms.
You'll have to understand that I cannot give you any legal advice.
I'm not asking for advice, ma'am.
You are.
I'm not.
You are. Okay. I'm going to reset your case for a bench trial, sir. And you need to probably get some legal advice.
Ma'am, you said that you admitted that I had the right to a fair and meaningful hearing. How is it meaningful if I just have to, I'm here under duress. I'm not here voluntarily.
Of course.
How is it that you're here under duress, sir?
Because if I didn't come, then people with guns would come to my house, or I would get taken into custody driving down the road.
Theoretically they could, but no, they're not, and nobody thinks they are, including him.
I'm here completely under duress.
Okay, well, that's why you're going to get a bench trial, sir, because I'm not going to answer any questions that require me to give you legal advice. This is not what I'm going to do.
I'm not seeking advice at all. I have a couple of points of clarification I need cleared up before I'm able to enter a plea.
And again,
And it's not advice. Like I stated before, I'm there.
No, there isn't. Yeah, they've read you your charge. You either plead guilty or by default you get set for trial, and that's what's happening.
Aware of the difference between advice and clarifications.
Mr. Henry, I don't know if they need you. Do we need them? Yes. Yeah, sit tight. I think they need you for a minute. All right, Mr. Jones, go ahead and have a seat so I can finish this other case. Have a seat, Mr. Jones.
Back to the penalty box. Well, there you have it. Another self-sit, wasting his own and everyone else's time. I like that judge. She was having none of it. She was on to the situation and wasn't going to do anything. It's pointless to continue to talk to him. He's going to sit there and make arguments under the guise of asking for a clarification. They're all stupid. She knows they're going to be stupid. He's going to ask for things that can't happen. So what happens? There's always a default option in the law. The law has been around for a long, long time. We are accustomed to people who are recalcitrant or not participating. Usually something bad happens, like a default judgment or a dismissal or something like that, depending on the party. And in this case, if you're not going to plead, you get set for trial. That's the default scenario, and that's where we are. We didn't even get through the court hearing. He just managed to get put in the penalty box twice. That's it. There's no way to follow along with this that I'm aware of. If someone has a follow-up clip, I'll do it. But I'm confident that he either pleads eventually or gets convicted. Here at Law Talk, we like to have fun with silly stuff that happens in court, and every once in a while, and completely by accident, I assure you, you might learn something. Thanks for watching.